Namaste. Kindly find the most comfortable position of your body. You can sit in any posture. Make sure that there is no stress and struggle in any part of the body. Stress and struggle creates an identity with the body, and then the ego returns with lot of expectations. Eyes are closed gently. Check your eyelids. It does not have any stress, any reaction or squeezing. We will use the mantra to reflect before we go into the meditation. We can say it is a preparatory step. But if the preparatory step is guided by the knowledge means awareness, understanding. It removes unwanted thought and the clutter in the mind. Satasangatve nisasangatvam, nisasangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischaltatvam, nischaltatve jivanmukti. Great Master Shankara has written this verse coming from the text. If I give the old title, it means a hammer on our ignorance and delusion. What a great title. So the first line, Satasangatve Nisasangatvam. Satsang means the company of the real self. You can study the books, no doubt. But unless the teacher comes in your life, that teacher shows you, prevents you, blocks those deluded thoughts. That cannot happen by simply studying the books. So satsang, the word satsanga, results into detachment. We already understood the word detachment, so by constant listening and learning results into detachment. But constant listening and learning demands a contemplation and reflection. You listen to the teacher is a preparation, and then you listen again, repeat listening with a contemplation and reflection. So what are the elements hidden in the contemplation and reflection? The discernment and dispassion. So as we continue the discernment, a sense of detachment comes. We recognize those thoughts causing the delusion. Now it is the time for them to go. It happens in the intellect, in the knowledge, in the field of awareness. Second line, nisasangatve nirmohatvam. So when we get a sense of detachment, means I'm unrelated. Neighbor is there, it's okay. I have all the neighbors on each side, but it's okay. So you are not very much concerned about it. You don't see a relationship with that. So when we continue the journey, we find that discernment converts into a state of dispassion. Dispassion is not forced. Dispassion is realized. Dispassion should not create any pressure on your mind. Dispassion liberates. We experience the sense of freedom. Freedom from what? freedom from RSM. What is RSM? Raga and Dvesha, attachment and detachment. And that results into stress and struggle. And it causes moha because of the moha, the delusion in the duality. Now, once that happens in our mind, we are 100% clear how to act in the world outside. Then what happens? Now the mind is relatively free. You wake up in the morning, you don't have the agenda that moves your mind to the RSM that I dealt in detail before. RSM, I use the Sanskrit abbreviation Raga, Shoka and Moha. Third line, Nirmohatve Nishchal Tattvam. Nirmohatve Nishchal Tattvam. So when we have that awareness or that dispassion, now the mind is free. Mind is not going anywhere. Mind is not deluded. Mind has no expectations. It has fewer expectations. If I say it has minimized. You have removed the unnecessary, unwanted thinking process. That deludes us that, I have a relationship with those. We will talk in detail that relationship. The sorrow and the suffering, ignorance is present in that relationship. It is a delusion. Then what happens? The mind acquires the state of steadiness. When? All the time. Where? In all the locations. Nishchal Tattve Jivana Mukti. That steadiness, that natural state of the mind is eligible for freedom, for awakening. But before that, we have to become the highest level of a seeker. You should always keep in this mind the three mantras. Vidya Dadati Vinayam. So the moment we become aware, we have a knowledge. It results into the humility. The seeker in the Gita realizes after saving his skin that no, whatever I am thinking, it keeps me into the plane of delusion and attachment and suffering. I may not show up the suffering outside, but I am suffering inside. So once I recognize there's a cognitive ability, what happens? It results into humility and the surrender. Both humility and the surrender is a recognition in the mind that in the sense of helplessness, I should not go to self-medication, but I should find a teacher in the Eastern wisdom who can help me, who can guide. So what happens? What happens when we do that? Vinayam dadati patratam. The moment we have that humility, we recognize deeper inside a series of the thoughts supported by the RSM syndrome, and I am ready to drop it. The moment I am ready to drop it, I become a seeker. The next stage, when we are a seeker, patratva, that seeker starts receiving inner and the external wealth. Here is very important point we should remove all the doubts. What is inner wealth? First wealth. Mind is 100% available to me all the time. Not carried away by the RSN syndrome. And what is external wealth? So we have been focusing, the goal of life is awakening. But when our mind is pure, clear, it becomes the highest level of a seeker, then what happens? That goal of life includes all the three means. It may be the wealth, how much I need, whatever I need, with all the humility I accept from the existence. I'm not running after. The same thing. Don't you enjoy the pleasure? Yes, we enjoy the pleasure with awareness that this pleasure is not in the object and a person. We live our so-called normal life. And what about the dharma? We become a truly religious person, not in a sense of organized religion. We always follow what is right and good. So that is the external wealth. And the inner wealth, first is mind is 100% available to us. The sense organs are not swayed by any object, by speech or by sound or by the name and the form or the taste, because all the taste, sight, everything is within me. We develop a kind of an endurance. People are talking to, so I enjoy myself inside. There is a kind of separation. Unless I'm forced to talk, then I talk. Otherwise, I live into that state. Endurance. And then operati. Operati as if, as if this entire world does not belong to me. I don't have any relationship, because I see the relationship causes the attachment. But are you not working in the world? Yes, you keep on working on the world. That is the fourth one. The fifth one, all the first four qualification creates a tremendous faith about that real self. The sixth treasure is samadhan. Samadhan means the mind lives into that state of the calmness and the joy, but still we have to realize the real self. Dhanat dharma tatah sukham. With these two kinds of the wealth, we become truly religious person, and that results into an awakening. How it comes? Today we are going to do an extended, longer practice. In a sense, we have fewer steps. So we are laying a foundation for that. Kakachista bakudhyanam swani nidra tathaivacha Swalpahari grahatyagi vidyarthi panchalakshanam. What are the 5 characteristics of a seeker? First, effort like a crow. You have heard the story of a pebble. Pebble is crow drops the pebble into the jar of water which has a low level, and he continues to put the pebble into the jar until the water reaches at the top and he drinks the water. What it shows? Our effort should be continuous. Our effort should be continuous until we reach the goal. No obstructions. That awareness and attention we should have in the journey. Bakodhyanam. And we should have a natural focus like a crane. The crane stands on one foot, watching, waiting for the fish to move around his foot. That also means that we get rid of all those unwanted, unwelcome thoughts gently, normally, Swan nidra tathaiva. We should have a sleep like a dog. Means what? It doesn't mean that we wake up when we are sleeping. It has a different meaning. What is the meaning? Anytime the RSM syndrome attacks me, I become aware. RSM syndrome attacks me, I'm sleeping. I return to my natural state of the mind. Again and again. Repeat it. How many times we have to repeat? Maybe 1,000,000 times. Swalpahari. We have to be very careful about the food that we eat. We should not overeat. We should not undereat. That comes by being aware of the food and the quality and the quantity of the food that we take. Main purpose is that any food should not put me into unconscious, tamas, should not put me into rajas activity. Grahatyagi, so here the Grahatyagi, that is how the teacher is required. Grahatyagi literally means that you leave the home. No. Grahatyagi, the mind leaves the home of the RSM syndrome. So all these are the 5 characteristics of a. So just being comfortable and carefree, being comfortable, looking at the neck joint, experiencing sensation, comfort and steadiness. So we are following the same step, but this time the quality of our experience is deeper. That makes the difference. If that does not happen, then we are not progressing into. So looking at the neck joint, being there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Look inside space. Space is awareness, and awareness is space. Look at the entire body. I'm squeezing, being comfortable step, being aware of the entire body. Feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Then look inside the heart or the head, doesn't matter. We become aware of the space or darkness or emptiness. That space is awareness, and awareness is the space. Briefly, be carefree. Lane 1, unwanted, unwelcome thoughts are coming where the RSM lives. And the moment we separate it by the lane 2. Lane 2 is the intellect. I am the observer of what is happening in the lane 1. So when I don't relate it, I become a true observer, and the result is calmness and peace. We discussed and we have done this being carefree in detail in our last practice. Space is awareness, and awareness is the space. Look inside the forehead in the space. Pick a point in the space and drop Om Shanti. So you drop it gently, the way I'm saying. You pick the point in the space, Om Shanti. Then you see the space or a pause. And then again you see you say the Om Shanti. Again there is a pause or interval. Now understand it clearly. You have a whiteboard. That is your space. You pick a point in the space with your dark, with your black pen. But that black pen is the mind. You picked up the space. And then you write Om Shanti. And I ask you to write again. So you already give a space between one Om Shanti, then you write again Om Shanti. The same thing should happen this time. So now see that white board is a space that is always present. So you pick a point and you are dropping Om Shanti. Space is already there. The whiteboard is already there, always present. Om Shanti is not present. We are repeating and dropping Om Shanti again and again and again. Now what happens is that we need to, while performing our action in daily life, the mind has a tendency to become unconscious. So it takes the resources from the RSM syndrome. So we have to check it should not happen. How? We use one action by the breathing. That is the secret of this step. So check. Aware of the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Awareness of the space inside the forehead. Awareness of the point inside the forehead. Dropping Om Shanti with an interval. I made it very clear. You add one more point. Start breathing short and the gentle breath through both the nostrils into the rib cage. You continue the rhythmic breathing, body doesn't move, it lives in the state of sensation, comfort and steadiness. The mind is naturally looking deep inside the forehead in a space, pointing and dropping Om Shanti. Here Om is the real self and the Shanti means the peace. That Om expresses in peace. Keep on, continue. Now stop this. Recognize, accept the changes, accept all the experiences. Recall any objection of the mind during the practice. Just recall. I would say any objection by the artisan due to unwanted thoughts and feelings. They were there, but you continued your journey. What happens? You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Mind is naturally withdrawn inside. We discussed in the first mantra, Nirmohatve Nishchal Tattvam. So we are following the teaching. We are not going anywhere. You may have some idea that is how I customize the practice based on the level of a seeking. So we are in a state, a condition for the mind with the knowledge is created to follow the next step. And the next step is an extended step. Can the mind live into that extended step for the extended period of the time? But we will not leave the mind easily, because trillions of impressions of the RSM syndrome is waiting to sway the mind. So look at the breath. Start breathing little deep, not very deep, but little deep, silent and slow, so that you expand your belly, continue to expand your rib cage, squeeze your belly, continue to squeeze your rib cage, so that it is a deep, silent and slow, not very deep, so that you find discomfort. Then, as you move the mind, as you move the breath, as you inhale, move the mind from the crown of the head down in the spine to the tailbone. And as you exhale, mind moves from the tailbone to the top of the head. Does your mind recall the previous step? No, we are not doing that step. Or we are doing that step. A little change. Our goal is to, can we extend the period? That is our goal. Can we extend? That is what our goal is. So what we do now? So now this breath in the mind, as it moves in from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So this breath in the mind together is nothing like the space, the whiteboard. There you drop 5 Shanto Hum. How? The moment you start inhaling, the mind starts moving down from the crown of the head. Om Shanti. You see the pause. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. And 5th Om Shanti reaches to the tailbone. During exhalation, Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. 5th Om reaches to the crown of the head, my friend. Please pay attention. Your rhythm, the sinking of the mind and the breath is not disturbed. The space, the whiteboard, you do not disturb that. It cannot be. So what happens? Those 6 treasures, my friend, that is what I discussed in the mantra. Mind is 100% available. Intellect has the knowledge what to do. So the mind follows. 5 mantra Om Shanti with every deep, silent, slow breath, and the mind is sinking with it. That deep, silent, slow breath does not change. You may place it here and there, it's okay. In the whiteboard, you can drop Om Shanti, you can write Om Shanti anywhere it is visible. So that is okay. Sometimes maybe the mind becomes a little faster, mind forgets, it's okay. So that is a recognition that how this mind is causing the RSM syndrome in our life. Continue. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, with awareness of the Om Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti. Continue. Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. This is for the higher level of a seeker, and now just drop it. Do not think for a while. Just do not think for a while. Check. Is mind attracted to Om Shanti? Is the mind ready to continue? Is your mind asking more and more? Asking more and more of what? More and more of Om Shanti. It will go deeper. Now, but you are doing the deep silent slow breathing continues. Now we have to do 4 Om Shanti instead of a 5. Why? We give little freedom to the mind. What is that freedom means? Freedom means the mind has a lesser thoughts, lesser objects. So during inhalation, 4 Om Shanti. During exhalation, 4 Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. 4th Om Shanti and the tailbone. You start exhaling. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. 4th Om Shanti, you find the top of the head. We are giving a lesser objects to the mind to experience the freedom so that it doesn't disturb the sinking of the mind and the breath. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. But you are aware, Om Shanti, what it means. Oh, Om lives deeper within me. It is my real nature, expresses in peace, and you are experiencing that peace. You know that trigger in the mind that I have to do 5 times and I have to do 4 times. It appears intellectually very simple, but it gives more freedom to the mind. Oh, only 4 times, it's okay. Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Now drop Om Shanti, do not say it. Keep your deep silent slow breath as it is and experience does the mind go deeper? So I told you, just pick up the same principle, lesser number of objects. Never think that I have millions of the thoughts. You may have millions of the thoughts in the mind, but you are totally separate from it. De-identification is there. It doesn't disturb you. Or you have a single thought that keeps repeating itself, creates an RSM syndrome. So we are exploring the very nature of the mind. This time, this time now, Sri Shantuham. So you can even make it little more emotional. Inhalation begins. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. And third, Om Shanti reaches to the tailbone. You begin again. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti reaches there. So you see that you have a greater freedom. That makes the difference. And that proves which level of a seeker we are. It takes time, it's not a one-day affair. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. You're doing it 3 times. The mind naturally experiences a greater freedom. Oh, I have to do it only 3 times. Even the intellect knows it. The mind does not easily follow. Why? Same answer, you know it. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So there is only one Om Shanti that is in between, and the two Shanti checks the beginning point and the end point of inhalation and exhalation. It's our normal experience. We have to stop at 5 places while driving to reach to a final destination. The mind keeps that idea, that notion inside the mind even when we are not thinking. So it is little a deeper layer of the mind we are identifying, recognizing, so that we can drop that. Now drop the Om Shanti, continue with the deep silence and the slow breath, syncing with the mind. Recognize and experience the changes. Vision in colors normally appears. Lot of vision in colors. So we are just dispassionate about all the experiences. We note them, we accept them, we realize them, and then it's okay. We have to reach to the Om, not to the Shanti as an experience. The experiencer is the Om. And now with that deep silence, slow breath, syncing the mind, you start 2 Om Shanti. 1 Om Shanti begins during the inhalation with a singing tone. Om Shanti. First one. Then there is a space. You recognize it. Second Om Shanti ends at the tailbone. Outer activity means that deep silence, slow breath continues as it is, unabated, uninterrupted. Outer action continues in the way as it is, but inner attitude changes. You have more, greater freedom. Oh, so we are also talking of that attitude inside and action outside. So we have taken action outside as the breathing. This impression should be very deep in the mind. Om Shanti. 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 Now leave all your effort and action. Deep silence, slow breathing. Om Shanti, you leave it. Check how mind returns to so-called normal pattern of the breathing, and is the mind still attracted to say Om Shanti? If yes, then dropping Om Shanti with the natural breath is natural. No effort is required. That means the mind is very deep. Yes, maybe thoughts may come and go. I skipped one more step here. So we will do that in the next time. But now what you are aware of sensation, relaxation, stillness, calmness and quietness. You are aware of breath going in and out, no change. And there, non-verbally, if I say non-verbally, you drop Om Shanti there. Om Shanti. I would say in a flick of a second. As the breath, you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So now see that everything is so normal. No action is done. There comes an attitude I have been talking in Karma Yoga. Not many teachers are able to personalize these practices. Even the knowledge can lead us to there. But continue. So it's, I should not say continue because it doesn't make any sense. You are in a state of being, not becoming, so no action is there. You are aware of the breath going in. Non verbally, mind says Om Shanti. It comes out, it says Om Shanti. We implemented almost the three mantras. You need not to say it, but it is happening. So we move into the mode of happening. You're examining, in fact, what is happening and what is doing. The doing triggers RSM. Why? We are not tuned to think, speak, and act differently. Can we say it's a sublimation? Yes. No force, no suppression. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it in your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Bring your hands down. Now your eyes are open. Keep sitting like this for at least minimum 15 minutes and repeat mentally all those steps. Mentally, it means you're not breathing deep, silent, and slow, but you're doing 5 times, you're doing 4 times, you're doing 3 times, you're doing 2 times, you're doing just non-verbal. You reach to the state of happening. Thank you.